Today, I am once again channeling my inner jet fuel and will be attempting to progress on ramps. I've got 4 goals for today. Air the 10-foot, clear the box, tail whip air, and truck the spine. But do you know who's even worse at riding ramps than I am? But you know who's even worse at riding park than I am? This guy.
Oh, fuck, dude. Why is that so big?
It's not even that big.
See, the way my forks are set up, I don't know about that one, chief. What is it with you? I'm trying to get me to do dangerous shit. I don't have health insurance.
Oh! Oh!
See, that's the shit I'm talking about. It's the hard shit for me. I just can't like seem to do it. I don't understand. Literally almost ate it, dog.
You were scared of the roll, and little did you know that guy was gonna be the one that almost took you out.
Wait, is it straight up and down at the top?
Bro, it's literally just a regular quarter. That's why it's so funny. Oh! There it is.
Fuck, I'm not going anywhere above that line.
You're getting up there. Keep going. Keep going.
Holy
Dude,
shit.
you got so high. You literally almost went, not quite, but you went like 3/4 of the way up it.
That shit is scary.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to air this by the end of today. That's on my list. I'm gonna try to go above coping.
That's like 12 feet.
It's 10 feet, but.
All right, so real quick, I just want to say you guys still have some more questions about like how to enter the sponsor series requirements, all stuff like that. So I'm gonna put that at the end of the video, and there's an update with it. Just that'll be at the end of the video, so that way if you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't have to sit through that. That'll be at the end. But if you do know what I'm talking about, stick around for that. And also be sure you click the link in the description. Check out these glasses, polarized lenses, metal frames, so that way you can kind of bend them to fit your head perfectly, which is why I sell these, because they are the perfect riding glasses. Not only are they crystal clear, they have the polarized lenses, which just make things sharper and brighter and easier to see, and they're not gonna fall off. One time I literally ran these over on my bike. The lenses flew out, the frames were all bent back in, but it's metal, right? And it's not cheap. So I bent everything back with my hand, popped it back in, and it's good to go. And that's the pair I'm still wearing today. That was months ago. Durable, crystal clear, and fit your head perfectly so that you don't have to worry about them flying off and breaking. Also, we got the long sleeves for the winter season.
My heart's racing. Fucking energy drink.
Alright, so as you can tell, Doug and I have spent most of the summer pretty much just riding street. It was rainy and cold today, and winter's right around the corner, so that's why we're here. I apologize for the background noise. The skate park's really loud, the lighting's not great, and the music is been the same playlist since about 2010. Anyway, first up on my list is the Air the 10-foot.
I've never been able to air it. Every time I even got close to it, I just landed flat somehow. I don't understand how people do it. If you guys saw the Unreal Backyard Skate Park video, that quarter was maybe actually this size. I thought it was a little bit smaller, but I was able to air that. I think that was good practice for this guy, but I've seen people get just completely knocked out just airing this guy. We're gonna work and see what happens. My goal is to go air above coping on 1, air above coping on 2. And we're calling it, folks. I'm done. The carving method, unfortunately, we reached the coping much faster than I thought we were going to. I was hoping I'd have a little bit more time, but it's like 3 pumps, you're up there, dog. Oh my God. Ah! Oh! Please tell me that was above coping.
It was.
What? Oh my God, all right. Air the 10-foot. Check that off the list next.
I just turned retarded.
This right here is my buddy Trent. Yeah, although he's one fine piece of meat, he's gonna show you how to air the 10-foot properly.
Okay, we're left. Is it the proper angle?
Oh my God. Woo! Just gotta clear this box, dog. A lot of you guys don't know this unless you've been to the skate park. This skate park is notorious for having the worst box jump of all time. Apparently it's really hard to clear. I don't really know, I don't ride it, so we're gonna try to clear it. Wow! Oh! Ah! We're getting there. Ah! Oh! Everybody cases it, but just to play it safe, I'm gonna land this bitch flat. Ah! Oh
Yeah.
That was it, dog.
Holy.
This next one's literally probably gonna kill me. I've been wanting to do that trick for so long. I've got one in my life that was like 3 years ago. Stoked. Sayonara. Is that how you say bye?
Yeah.
Sayonara, bitches. I'm gonna try to truck it and whip air. We'll see what happens.
Hurt me, dude. Obviously he's trying to hurt you, man. Obviously just to stress yourself. I'll need you other says about me.
Oh my god, the bar spin's about what took me out.
Obviously he's trying to hurt you, man.
Please, hit that like button for that. Oh my god, I'm stoked.
At this point, I had completed my trick checklist. So let's take it back to the beginning, starting from when I was warming up all the way into the random clips I got throughout the day.
Oh my god. I clapped some big cheeks on. I told you that was the one I was gonna die on. I landed it, and then I wanted to go back for more. Son of a bitch.
Oh, and one more thing before we get back to the video. If you order a pair of glasses, I'm going to start putting just a little one of my autographs in every single package. Now that sounds really douchey, sounds really douchey, and honestly, I guess I'll do it because here's why. The YouTubers I watched back in the day, when I would get their merch, they would sometimes sign the order or sign a piece of paper. Dude, that was the coolest thing in the world. It was like a personal connection. Now, it's like, it sounds really narcissistic now that I'm on the opposite end offering it to you guys, but I mean, in the least douchiest way possible, I'm going to be signing a little piece of paper, just my autograph, and slip it in there with the package on sunglasses only. Okay, so you guys had some further questions on the sponsor series, and I've got a quick update. So one was a bunch of people asked when the due date was. There's no due date. Take your time. This is going to be a series, so this isn't a one-time thing. I mean, if nobody likes it, nobody cares about it the first episode, we won't continue, but I mean, in theory, this is going to be an ongoing thing, so there's no due date. Take your time. Put your heart and soul into it. Have fun doing it. Don't stress. I'm like, oh, I got to get it by next week so we can get my video in there. Don't worry about it. Take your time, have fun, get some bangers, put your effort in, and it'll be in there eventually. Now, if you still don't know what I'm talking about, but you're interested, last upload, I introduced the sponsor series where you guys are going to send in your edits, and I'm going to react to them. And my favorite edit at the end of every episode is going to get an item, whether it's these sunglasses or this long sleeve. So there is no due date. Just take your time. 2, you don't have to use music. A lot of people have been saying, hey, I don't know where to get copyright-free music. I don't know if this music is copyright. Pretty much all songs are copyrighted. So if you really want to use copyright-free music, I will put what I use for every single one of my videos, what Thug uses, what we all use, all these YouTubers, we all use this program. Click the link in the description. That will have unlimited stuff for you. Heads up, it does cost money. Disclaimer. So if you don't want to spend any money, I mean, it's not expensive, but if you don't want to spend any money, don't even worry about it, because raw footage is perfectly okay. In fact, I would prefer raw footage, so that way I don't even have to question if it's copyright free or not. No due date, you don't need music, and if you do, use that program and tell me, hey, I used Epidemic Sound for this. You can use the audio, otherwise it's just gonna be muted. Also, I think I'm going to move this to my podcast, because I did this series a while ago, and the biggest complaint was that not everybody was getting in the series because I didn't want the videos to drag on for a while. I wanted it to be, you know, upbeat, engaging. I didn't want it to get boring, right? And people wanted to see my like real-time reaction, because you guys know how the reactions used to go on this channel when I did them. I would play the video, pause it, then I would react to it, stuff like that. So we're gonna move this to my podcast. Now, hear me out. The reason I want to do this is because podcasts by nature are really long. So I can get everybody who submitted, or most people who submitted it in, I can watch it in real time, give you my genuine reaction where it's not edited or whatever. It's just, you know, no cuts, how a podcast is. So that way you guys watch the podcast that's all about the sponsor series. You can just hang out, you can crack open a cold, whatever you want to do. Subscribe to... There goes my light. But yeah, so I'm gonna move it to the podcast so that way I can get more people. It's a genuine reaction, and it's more of kind of like a hangout. And also by moving it to the podcast, that's not gonna take up an upload from that week. So I upload 3 times a week on this channel, but if I upload it to the podcast, we still get 3 videos a week on this channel, and that's just a bonus. So that's the update. If you wanna enter, it's still DM me at Greyson Roberts. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, but it sounds interesting, click my last video where I talked about this in more detail. And be sure to pick up some merch, because let's say this. The more merch you guys pick up, the more I'm gonna give away. Right now, we're gonna do 1 item, but if you guys keep crushing the store, we might move up to 5 items plus $100. We might move up to $1,000 and a full-blown sponsor. Guys, the more you guys support the store, the crazier we can get with this stuff. And all of those sales, by the way, that you guys have been doing the past 2 weeks, that's paying for this entire podcast studio. Every single time you place an order, it directly helps the channel. All right, so this video and the last video had a lot of talking at the end. No more of that. If you wanna watch me talk, go subscribe to the podcast. Not only for the sponsor series, but because I'm going to kickstart that up next month. The sponsor series will become sooner, but the proper, just, you know, normal podcast, that's not kicked back up again. And if you see other videos on there, don't even watch them, dog. I was screwing around with that like 6 months ago. It's terrible. Subscribe for the series and stick around for the normal podcast here in about a month.